I'm real pleased with the work and the effort that everybody's put in. It's exciting to see the growth in their own beliefs and attitudes, and I'm looking forward to the work in the future. I think, you know, one of the reasons why I was excited about this opportunity and taking this position was really a chance to put wrestling in the South on the map and show that we can compete for national championships. And I know, you know, that's a really exclusive club, but I think these wrestlers and student athletes, given someone believing them and the right tools and the right environment and teammates, which we're getting to, they can definitely compete for that. And let's bring home some trophies and really, you know, change the face of wrestling in the South. I was definitely fired up about the opportunity to go take on, you know, the Central Regional. I think it was a really accurate depiction of kind of where we're at as a team and a program right now. You know, yeah, Nitrell got our first W there, that first round with a big pin, and that was really cool. And in perspective, you know, I was talking to some other coaching peers, and that's one of the things that those guys brought up going into the tournament. It was like, hey, you realize if you win one match, you've made history, right? And you know, and it's kind of fun, and I know it's definitely just the beginning, but you know, those guys' effort stands out. You know, I think we had four guys that were one match away from placing there. You know, Devon Jackson at 125, Nitrell Dean at 141, and Joey Shank at 174, and then Adolfo Sotolongo at 197. All those guys were one match away from placing up there, and we ended up in 12th place. And last year we were 15th, and so, you know, we finished ahead of all the new teams, and you know, right behind a well-established team. And you know, I think that's kind of for me. The plan was to kind of start reeling in the rest of the pack at that tough regional, and we're doing that, and the guys are doing very well, and the future is very bright. We return everybody, including a great recruiting class coming, and so you know, I expect us to continue to march up that ladder and reel in some of those guys in that regional and get some guys through the national tournament. It would have been great to have someone kind of overachieve and punch through to nationals, but that's coming. You know, I kind of had to tell myself after that tournament, so many great things happen this season, and it's not a one-year plan, you know, and that's where, in order and not be sort of you know, obviously it was disappointing to not have someone punch through, but really not take away from all the excellent stuff that happened this season, as far as getting that first home dual win, you know, finishing 8-7 in duels there, and then obviously those guys' success at regionals, and they can kind of see that the future is bright, and they feel that, and that's exciting to walk in the gym and have that Ozarks Eagles on and know that we're ready to put in some work, and that's something that's really new for this program. So really excited about that. One of the things with the genesis of the idea for partnering with the theater department was, you know, I think we do a lot of things really well here at the University of the Ozarks, and even though obviously I'd love to have every single eyeball on campus on wrestling at a home dual meet, I also know it's new here, and I want to showcase all that we do well, and that was a unique opportunity to get people from both sides of the campus, you know, in terms of liberal arts experience, get people who are involved in arts over to the athletic side, and get people from athletics to get eyeballs on the arts side. And to me, that's what makes you know, University of Ozarks unique, and that's what makes the liberal arts education unique. And I think you know, I was really very pleased with Professor Brown's theater department, and you know, just an exceptional top-notch crew, and I'm glad to be you know, associated with them and vice versa. So I was really glad that he was willing to do it and step out of their comfort zone and come over to the gym and do it. And we'll look forward to continue to do some things like that. Just because, like I said, wrestling, I want it to be about more than just takedowns and double legs on campus, and make it more of an event for everyone, so that, you know, everyone can kind of experience it and make it you know, a deep, rich part of University of the Ozarks. Yeah, I think that environment that we have academically, for me, makes it really easy to go sit in a recruit's living room about, hey, you know, mom, dad, student athlete, you're going to be able to know your professors. You're going to be able to go get help from them in their office. We have that Student Success Center, and they do a great job. And I guess a big shout out to them for all their support, because it's sort of an unsung part of, especially the freshmen, getting them used to college academics, is, you know, managing their own time, and nobody, you know, there's no mom and dad checking up on them. And I think I've found it, especially the second semester being here, really valuable for my my guy's success academically and improvement, being able to, hey, go meet with your professor during office hours, go get a tutor and get that one-on-one attention that you need. And that's a wonderful thing about this community is, I tell the recruits, it makes it really easy to coach when everyone cares about their success, not just, on the mat or off the mat, but everyone cares about them being successful overall. That's what, as a coach, that's what you need. And so for me, that's one of the things that makes it really special here at the university is everyone's invested in the success, and all from the professors to the student support staff, and that's been really great. Even when guys, and even Pastor Jeremy, when guys have a struggle going at home, or we've had guys who have lost family members or something like that, and I can go, hey, go talk to Pastor, and it's not coach, it's not mom, dad, it's not boyfriend, girlfriend, it's someone outside of that can help. And so kind of taking a holistic view on their success as being a fully, realized individual and also a good student. And so I think that's one of the things that I really enjoy about asking students to come here. Go, hey, we're going to take care of you and make sure that you try and end up on the right side of this. It's dark when you wake up, it's dark when you go to bed as far as training sometimes. But I think focusing on why we do the work that we do, and why they I always tell the guys be grateful for the opportunity, because I kind of say that 4 o'clock practice is like adult recess. To be honest, I mean, I get fired up every day at 4 o'clock, and I always tell them, I said, guys, when you get in the work world, at 4 o'clock, you're still sitting at a desk somewhere. So you don't get to go put on shoes and go roll around, do this thing that you really enjoy. And so I try to tell them, don't forget that they really enjoy and love the sport, and be grateful for the opportunity, because it's really tough to be sour and in a down mood if you're really thankful that you just get to do a certain thing. And I think that's really what I try to focus on, is just being thankful for the opportunity, and grateful that we have this thing that we love and enjoy to do, and we get the chance to do it. So as far as having fun with the guys, I think that's sort of a natural outcome of I really care about all of them on and off the mat. I think, and Jason does too. And I think in the program and in my experience as a student athlete, when my coaches cared about me more than just wins and losses, it made it easy to want to come over and hang out with them and see how, say, hey, here's how my day's going, or how's your day going. I think that's one of the neatest things for me is, when the guys, when I'm like, hey, how's your day? And they'll tell me, and then they go, how about yours, coach? That to me is pretty fun. And the same thing, sometimes when recruiting, like I'll tell, hey, how's the week going? And a recruiter will get back to me and they, hey, great, how about you, coach? And so then I start, you start knowing which guys are sort of natural to that or open to that, and building that relationship. And that to me is an important part of when times are tough, man. Sometimes the only thing that's left is, do the guys trust me, and do I trust, and I trust them? And because sometimes you don't know, there's no guarantees on wins and losses, and they just got to kind of believe and say, hey, I trust coach, and I know he has my best interest in heart, and we're going to go give my best. Because without that, I don't think the guys can do their best in any arena, in the classroom or on the mat. For me, it's guys that are willing to do the work, and it sounds simple, but really it's doing the work when you don't want to. No one's really fired up all the time to go study in the library, I don't think. So it's the guys that are willing to do that even when they don't want to. The guys that are willing to eat the right things in the cafeteria because it's going to help fuel their body the best way. The guys that are going to take seriously to get enough sleep, and really care enough about being the best they can be, even if they don't know what that is yet, to kind of trust in the direction we're headed. And that's really what I look for is, guys that are willing to do the work in the classroom, and guys that are willing to do the work outside of the classroom, and be asked to held accountable to be the best people they can be. And so, like I said, that's why geographically I can find those people everywhere, and we're talking to kids everywhere. And that's it. It boils down to I kind of always joke like about outfighting, winning in the classroom, right? Like, are you willing to go be a national champ in the classroom? Are you willing to be a national champ on the mat? And I always ask them to give me everything they got all the time, every time. And so that's it. If we've got a student athlete who can buy into that and do that and believe that, the sky's the limit. And that's where it gets really fun, is when they believe that and are willing to walk that path.